It'll probably say that I'm broadcasting. Yeah, I am live. Yep.
Hey, you're alive. When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, a phone, maybe. I hope you don't mind. But all I found was some loose change. So, wanna tell me who you are?
Are you actually able to watch it? That was probably from that very brief snippet that we tried to do, but it crashed on you. Or it probably crashed on my end. There should be something. Yep, that'd be my life. Yep. Pale as fuck, as I should be. Eh, we'll let viewer pick. What should my name be? George.
Well, it's nice to meet you. And I'm sorry to pry, but any idea why you were floating down the river? What's the last thing you remember?
Alright, now we get into the choices. You can be an archaeologist, a soldier. With a soldier, you don't get a flashlight, you get a gun with 10 bullets. Only 10, because you're... Yeah. Y- it's more you get. It's more you get to run faster when you're running away from shit. Yeah. It gives you occasional insights, so it'd be like special dialogue options. Head trauma. For some reason, it means that I'm 50% harder to take down, so it gives me more health. That sounds like a George.
It does look like you took a pretty hard blow to the head. You're just lucky you've been given a second chance. Which is why I feel terrible for what I'm about to say, but I have a favor to ask.
Bitch, I just got out of the river and you're already asking me to run an errand.
I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Al for me. He went in there a few hours ago, and he hasn't come out. I've been freaking out, wondering if he's trapped or injured or worse. I would have gone in after him, but he made me promise to stay here, no matter what. There's no way I'm leaving without him, so I'm just kind of stuck here, waiting. What I mean is, I was hoping you wouldn't mind going in there to find him? If you can do that, I can get both of you back to civilization in my boat. Please?
God, you're really grabbing me by the nuts here. Find Al or I won't take you back to civilization. Yeah. I'm gonna ask you some questions first.
Sorry, I don't mean to be pushy. I just... What do you
Yeah, it was.
Oh, there's not much to tell. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Know what I mean?
Not even gonna tell me your name.
Oh, I'd rather not say if it's all the same to you.
Oh, we haven't got to that part yet. We're technically in modern times. I could start off with a gun.
Alright, fine. Sorry if I sounded cagey, it's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself.
Yeah.
My name's Karen.
Yes. Karen. The only person who would ever pick someone from a river and tell them to go do something immediately.
Look, if you really want to know all the tragic details, perhaps I can fill you in after you find Al?
Oh, it gets crazy from what I heard.
He's the guy who washed up on the riverbank not long before you did. I thought maybe you two knew each other. I guess not. But maybe the two of you can
I
piece
see you
together
make
what
a
you're
habit
doing
of
here.
plucking
In
people
any
from
case,
rivers.
You'll like him, I'm sure. Once you find him, that is. You really don't remember? We're in Italy. This river is the Tiber.
What in the Scrooge McFuck am I doing in Italy?
Not much, really. But imagine what you might find in there. Priceless ancient artifacts. Al...
Right? This bitch cagey as fuck.
What am I, an idiot? You could hike a long, long way in any direction and never find another soul. Trust me. Great. So you're ready to go look for Al?
I fucking guess.
Thank you. The entrance is just past those columns behind you. Please, Hurry. Oh, and he left this here. But I think you'll need it more than I will.
How he gonna leave a whole ass flashlight? This is a classic rowboat. She said Al left it. Ah, yes. Flashlights with infinite battery life. Perfect. And probably very much needed. L2 for sprint. That's an interesting choice. Yeah, but this is a kind of open area. Oh, yeah. Probably there may be a little bit of lag. Actually, it says you're not watching, so I think it may have kicked you out. You may just be watching like the I forgot what they call it. Like kind of like when you hover over a YouTube video on a computer, it starts playing a bit. That may be what it's doing. Huh. Ah. Huh. It may just be my end then.
If you're reading this, it means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city hidden deep underground. Its existence is long forgotten, all knowledge of it lost, except in the Latin inscription here. It reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with
like
eternal
shit,
life
he
in
wrote
paradise.
a whole ass letter.
The wicked shall find themselves showered in gold, but in vain, for this shall be their final resting place."
Huh.
Could an underground city have remained a secret for all this time? Could people have survived down there, against the odds? It seems there's only one way to find out. If I'm not back in an hour, I'm
Sneak-a-doo
somewhere on the
around
other side.
this.
Consider this an invitation, or a warning. Al Worth.
You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked shall find themselves showered in gold, but in vain, for this shall be their final resting place. Not a bad mosaic artwork. Shit! Oh yeah, it gets dark. Yeah, that's a hell of a lag. Yeah. My channel's name is, my actual name, Cherokee Claypool Ray. Like, I imagine there'll probably be like a little bit of lag, but probably not like a full minute like this one is. I am at a staircase. Awesome. Okay. If only I could read Latin. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Nope, 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 nope. They definitely following. At least with their heads. A young Roman woman in a pose of lamentation. Yeah. Depicting a godlike figure turning a man into gold. It would appear so. It would definitely appear so. A Roman gladiator mid-stride. What could have made a gladiator flee? I can hear their... Oh, that's neat. I don't have to press a button to open those doors. Oh, load screen. Yay. Gotta love version 1.0s. Well, I can't really say load screen, more like a transition load. It's probably loading all the shit behind it. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Begging for her life. Shh. It's so weird hearing their heads turn. It's also like a light whisper in Latin going on occasion. Okay, so whatever happened around here, I guess, or at least for this guy it did. It doesn't really look like a well. It looks like it may have been a place for like trees or bushes or shit. You know, like a topiary. That's what I'm thinking of. Yes, pray to your god. I didn't do it. Nope, wasn't me. Can't prove it. um. Yeah, but that's those ain't ancient shoes.
To whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this. And worse, you'll suffer the same fate I did. I've spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles, searching for a way out. The inscription was right. There is no way back. In here, there are only two options. Death, or that godforsaken doorway into the past. I made the mistake of stepping through it. I wanted to set things right. And I tried. I really tried. Whatever I did, took
There
me
is
right
only
back to
one
the
way
beginning.
out.
Don't make the same mistake. Better to end it all now. And find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
And then I don't know. Then again, when you're being hung, it actually takes about 3 minutes for you to actually die. Begging his gods for mercy. Okay, whatever you're saying, fine, I'll go to the okay. Ooh. Pretty. Quite possibly. Okay, so triangle brings up the journal and inventory. Good to know. Ooh. No portal.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
It looks like it.
What? I'm speaking Latin. You are too, although your accent's a little strange. Oh, I see what you did there. Changing the subject like that. Nice try. But I'll ask again. Who are you, and what were you doing in the shrine? Yeah, you know, agricultural goddess of springtime? You're not from around here, are you? And you've just done it again. You're a sly one, aren't you? One more time. Who are you, and what were you doing in that shrine?
I know. I'm just stupidly come out and just say it. I'm George, and I've just come from the future.
No idea what you're talking about. Oh, wait. Are you a bit, you know, not right in the head?
Oh,
That's all right, friend. Everyone's welcome here.
seriously. Seriously, what's today's date?
We sort of lose track of the date down here, but it feels like the beginning of spring to me, so I'd say early March?
What year?
It's 817 AUC. Sorry, you look confused. 817 years since the founding of Rome. which part of the Empire are you from, exactly? Hey, not so loud. Just saying that name could land you in trouble here. If you haven't heard, his cultists burned down half of Rome last year. Horrible business. I heard Nero executed some of them, but a lot of people are still angry with them, even down here. So, if you're one of them, keep it to yourself. But listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than one. So, let me make this nice and simple for you. Live by our law here, and we'll all get along just fine.
Your laws?
Not laws, law. There's just one, the golden rule, and the punishment for breaking it's, well, it's kind of horrific. But our magistrate insists we take all newcomers to see him, so I guess I'll let him fill you in. So then, are you coming?
Yeah, alright, lead the way.
When I first arrived, I couldn't believe there were people living down here. But, as you can see, we've got a nice little community now. Only 23 of us at the moment, if you count the 3 who are missing.
I like its
auto
follow.
But it's just big and dark enough to get lost in, if you're not careful.
Aren't you going to introduce me to your handsome new friend, Galerius?
Keep it in your loincloth, Aurelia. I'm taking him to see the magistrate.
That pompous old bore won't be magistrate for much longer. Anyone who helps vote him out today drinks at my bar for free tonight.
Okay. Hey, come back.
Politics. I'd stay clear of it and her if I were you. She's, it's not my place to say. Down on your right is our farm, where I grow all the food you'll ever want.
Yeah, he did.
As long as all you want is leek, cabbage, and wheat.
Ooh.
That one usually gets a chuckle.
The bloodless shadows
Yeah, he
wander
kinda does.
without flesh or bone.
Don't mind Livia. She means well. She's just been in a bad place since... Well, you know, I don't know what happened to her. Up here on your right is the chasm. If you've got a weapon, it belongs way down at the bottom. Up on your left is the forum, where you can visit the market or get yourself patched up in Lucretia's clinic in the Shrine of Apollo. Most of us have almost nothing, just what we had on us when we arrived, and what we've been able to make and scrounge up since. And this central plateau is where the magistrate and the other patricians live, so don't expect a warm welcome.
Hilarious. You're meant to be working the farm, not trudging dirt into the villas.
Take it easy, Horatius. I was just taking our new friend here to see the magistrate.
Well, he's asked me to escort the newcomer personally. The farm. Go. Now.
You'd better go with him. But just remember, they're not like you and me. Don't let them use you.
What was that? What did you just say?
I said it'll take some getting used to.
Yeah, I'm watching you, farm boy. Greetings, citizen. My name's Horatius. Magistrate Sentius asked me to escort you to him personally. Follow me, please.
What's this about? I don't. Why do I want to follow you?
Brief you about the golden rule. It shouldn't take too long. He's busy preparing for the election later today.
Fine.
Follow me. The only thing you really need to understand right now is the golden rule. Let me see if I can explain it this way. When I was serving in the Legion, if there was a mutiny brewing in one cohort, the legate in charge.
But then again, he kind of left his time
They
loop.
just divided us into groups of 10, made us draw straws, and whoever drew the short straw had to be executed by the other 9. Didn't matter whether he'd done anything wrong. One of us in 10 would die for the crimes of the collective. We call it decimation. If that seems like rough justice to you, you're in for a rude shock. Because the golden rule is exactly 10 times worse. The magistrate can explain the rest. He's up these stairs.
I appreciate the attempt this voice actor did to try to install a vibrato with his R, but it just sounded like, with his gruff voice, that he was stifling a cough. Rough. Well, you're important.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name?
I'm Judge.
A curious name to match a curious accent. But I digress. Now, you're probably wondering why I summoned you, and I'll get to that. But first, take a look at this wondrous place, would you? A secret city built deep in the mountains, many hundreds of years ago.
I'll let you play along too. What do you think? It's beautiful, or I just want to get out of here? Oof. Yeah,
Indeed.
fair.
More importantly, consider the miraculous community we've built here over the last 7 months. 22 complete strangers brought together by the fates, living and working together in our own little paradise. And in all that time, not a single sin has been committed. No fights, no theft, nothing. Have you ever witnessed something so extraordinary as a city without sin?
Yeah, I think I'll just be the vessel for George. You can be his voice. Immersion.
Nor could I until I came here. But the reason for this miracle is as simple as it is terrifying. If even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us will die. You see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." From what we can gather, breaking the law here will anger the gods and provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses of Medusa and Midas combined, turning us all to gold. We've come to call it the Golden Rule. It's extraordinary that we've survived as long as we have, and each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun is almost up. And now it seems that day is finally here. All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the Golden Rule. Why else would Proserpina send you now? Unless you and I can stop them, our doom is assured. I know that's a lot to take in, and you look like you have questions. Please, ask away. intelligent question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Does it refer to crimes, or to some other ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault, and certainly no murder. But beyond that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus. What about lying?
Okay.
Insulting someone? Blasphemy? Trespass? Trying to escape? Bribery? Infidelity? Suicide? As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and so I made a decision. We must uphold the laws of the Empire to a standard never before seen. And we must honor the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. It is only by offering the gods the proper respect that we may prosper, as Rome has for centuries.
Welcome. Yeah, they're using the basis of Roman laws for how they live here. Yeah, Roman morality.
Barbaric? Barbaric? What are you talking about? The Empire is the most civilizing force in the known world. Rome is a beacon of light in the darkness. For 800
Pretty
years,
much, yeah.
she has borne
There are
great
4 official
statesmen,
endings, but there are
philosophers,
different
poets,
methods on how to
artists,
get to
and
them.
engineers.
Except
We
for the
have
4th one. I've heard that the 4th
comprehensive
one
laws protecting the rights
involves
of our
a
citizens,
lot of
which
shit.
have unified countless warring
Like, it
tribes
is,
all across
the 4th ending
Mediterranean
is
and
the
beyond,
canon ending,
from Gallia to Judea.
and
All our citizens are treated
it
the
requires
same,
literally
regardless of
doing
the color of their
everything
skin
for
or
everyone.
their sexual preference. Can you say the same? When our people are starving, they are given food rations, and when they are wronged, they have the right to bring the guilty party before the magistrate. Our laws forbid treason, murder, assault, and rape, as well as theft and arson, and so on. No other civilization in the world is so advanced, and you have the hubris to call us barbaric?
What do you mean, what do I choose? You're the voice, I am the action. Well, didn't you rewind a bit? Did you hear him do his spiel? Yeah. Like, I just heard you say, I'm not so sure that was a good idea. And so I selected the one that began with, I'm not so sure that's a good idea. Yeah. That it may have been because you're, yeah. I think it was that rewind that, yeah. He pretty much just called out America.
On occasion, but our gladiators are almost all volunteers seeking glory, or condemned prisoners who would have been executed anyway. I do not see the harm. Of course. What else would we do with those prisoners of war who would otherwise have been executed? And besides, there are laws for their protection as well.
Yeah.
Of course, but with fewer rights come fewer responsibilities, and the right to be protected by their fathers and husbands.
I mean, like, they weren't really involved with the practices of politics, but yeah, they weren't treated like American women before the 1920s.
Well, right now, you're a long, long way from home. I have made my pronouncement on the subject. Unfortunately, there are still those here who resist, whispering blasphemous and treasonous lies in the shadows. I would be keeping a close eye on them if I were you.
You're right. We're in ancient Italy. Pretty much.
You see, in my search for a way to save my people, I learned of an ancient ritual to Proserpina, the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. It's said to open a doorway in time, so that if the unthinkable happens, one person can pass through it and travel back to the past. And when I saw you arrive in a flash of light from the goddess's shrine, I knew that person was you. You don't belong in our time, do you?
True that.
2,000 years? That is unfathomable. Please tell me, in your time, what did you see? What had become of us, of this city?
Truth it is.
I have imagined it, our downfall, 1,000 times. But it still breaks my heart to hear the truth of it. Ah, good. So, are you with me? Can I count on you to figure out who's about to break the golden rule?
Yeah. Well, it's just two different types of yeses.
Wonderful. Now, I need
All
you
right,
to
I'm in.
investigate the city, talk to everyone, help them if it'll win their trust. I authorize you to enter private homes and inspect possessions and documents, unless, of course, you're asked to leave. Figure out who the culprit is, and as soon as you have a name, come back and tell me immediately. Oh, and one last thing. If I were you, I'd start my investigation by visiting Lucretia at the Shrine of Apollo in the Forum. I heard wailing from there not long ago. Seems like something's not right.
You said you heard screaming? Alright, I'm gonna find them. So long as it's not like red. Because red would imply stealing, and stealing is a sin.
Keep
Isn't
an eye
the
out for
great
Scintilla,
temple
would you?
majestic? Keeping an eye on things, Horatius?
As always, priestess.
Any news about Scintilla, Navia, or Kavash?
No sign of any of them.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Give me a moment. Sorry I'm such a mess. I just lost a patient and a dear friend. Yulia. She was a good woman.
Roman architecture. No. Okay.
She was poisoned. She came in here frothing at the mouth. Normally I'd treat her with resin of sylphium, a rare plant which is perfect for this sort of thing. And I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there, but he just looks at me with this evil smile and says, "That'll be 1,000 denarii." There was no way I could afford that, and he knew it. Then that toad shrugs and says,
Yeah, she
"Supply
does.
and demand. I guess you don't value your friend's life that highly." Anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it from his stall. But there's no way I can do that down here with the golden rule. So all I could do is come back here and just watch her die. I kept on apologizing. And now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it without breaking the golden rule, or why she cursed that snake's cruel black eyes with her dying breath. Well, unless you have the power to bring someone back from the dead, there's really just one thing you can do. Get me that sylphium resin. I'm going to have another patient in here soon. Could be in the next day, or in the next hour. And I will not allow this to happen again. I don't care how you get it, but you have to make it happen. Because if I lose another patient this way, I swear to the gods below, not even the golden rule will stop me from marching up to that genetricum fututo and scratching his eyes out.
Shit. I'm only like 60% sure, but I think that translates to motherfucker. Genetricum fututor. Yeah. So maybe... Or a dickhead. Oh, yeah. It does. It translates to motherfucker. According to Google Translate, a motherfucker.
city without sin might sound good on paper, but whoever dreamt it up didn't think it through. Maybe it was an attempt to create some kind of utopia. But snakes like Decius will always find loopholes to exploit. And what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing. In some ways, we are worse off because we can't take the law into our own hands.
And
What's up?
There we go. What up?
Sorry, I had to cut my mic back on. What are you?
The Forgotten City.
Oh, that sounds like really fun, and people forgot about it.
Ha. Ha.
Well, Lori said she forgot the name, and you said the game was called Forgotten Cities, so I just figured everybody was forgetting about it. Oof, okay.
Well, come back if you get sick
Fucked
or
up.
injured. Day or night, I'll do what I can.
That's a what? That's a... You'll be going now? That's an option? Dang, that's a pretty cool option.
Oh, this guy's got a flag on.
Salve, stranger, and welcome to our idyllic little slice of the Empire. I'm Decius. Terrible shame what happened to you. But we just... Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000 denarii.
There are a lot of shots in America put in this. Yeah. That the one you gonna go with?
Oh, it's perfectly legal. Simply a question of supply and demand, I'm afraid. Take it or leave it. Hear what?
Do we tell him or no?
Are you sure you're feeling alright? If you're hearing things, perhaps you should pay a visit to Lucretia's clinic. We don't want another Navier on our hands. She claimed the statue was whispering to her. Nobody else could hear it. Then she shut herself in the palace and we never heard from her again. But I digress. Do you want this sort of...
Sometimes I hate this game. Okay, there we go.
Very well. Perhaps I can interest you in something within your budget?
I didn't see an option for that. Was there one?
Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000.
Oh, okay. Got it. I'll wait for you to, I'll wait for your thing to catch up.
That's hardly my concern. But if you get a job, work hard and save your coins, you should be able to afford it within, say, 5 years?
Oof.
Well, if you did that, you'd break the golden rule, and we'd share the same fate as the last lot who lived here. Is that what you want? Do you think I don't know a bluff when I see one? Nice try.
Yep.
Very well. Perhaps I can interest you in something within your budget?
Yeah.
What are y'all doing? I'm playing ESO right now. Yeah, I've been playing by myself today. I didn't get Diablo yet. I got another game. Elena told me she was gonna start playing too, but we never started playing it. It's called Neverwinter.
Oh, is that the D&D MMORPG?
I have no idea. I've not even loaded in on it yet.
Yeah, that is what it is. It's an MMO themed around D&D.
It's terrible for inflation is what it is. There's so much gold just lying around, it's practically worthless. At least down here. Of course, I have an idea for generating real wealth. What I need is a bow. Just a simple composite bow. I've scoured this city from top to bottom with no luck. But if you happen to find one, bring it to me and we'll talk.
You said this D-bag? Sleaze bag. You gotta be having sleaze bags up in that game.
Thank you, friend.
What can you do?
Not much at the moment.
Man, I gotta start this shit over. That sucks.
Very well. Another time.
Well, No, Whisper. There's someone cowering. Well, what do you think, voice of George? Should I go toward the cowering character?
You should go towards the cowering character.
Help! You have to do something! A man arrived in the baths. Real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon. You have to do something, or he's gonna break the golden rule. Thank you. He's still in there, somewhere. I have to hide. Find me in this empty shrine when it's over. He's gone. What? We don't have time for this. I have to go. Ugh.
I don't like that the camera's forcing me to watch this.
The shrine is collapsing.
Oh.
Fabia, no! Oh God, she's dead. Did anyone see that?
What?
Okay. Yep. Well, I suppose we
She
should...
die?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I suppose we should try to talk down this assassin.
Nah, just kill him.
Stop right there. I am looking for Tiberius.
To talk down the
Quintius
assassin?
otherwise known as Quintius. Do you know where he is?
How's that anybody's dying wish?
I'm not sure I believe that, so allow me to explain something to you. I am here with orders from Emperor Nero himself to find and execute the
Oof, y'all are having a real blast.
for terrible crimes against the Empire. So, if you tell me the truth, I will allow you to live. But if you lie to me or otherwise
After
obstruct me
this
of his business
quest.
in any way, I will put this arrow
Yeah, and
through your chest. Is
And
that
if this is
understood?
going where I think it's going, I'd be down to play it too. I think we're about to die. We'll find out. Let us continue, voice of George.
Well, the last time I quit halfway through this quest, it just made me start all over, so... So I'm gonna finish this quest.
I know.
You are not off to a good start. When I ask you a question, I expect an answer. Is that understood?
You have an idea about what? What the fuck kind of game y'all playing? Taken to Odysseus?
I would choose my next words more carefully if I were you. Is that understood? Then you're of no use to me. Do you have any last words?
Kevin Hart had a baby. It's go time.
Well, I'd say that's rather convenient, since I was planning to kill you all anyway.
Wow,
The
you
many
suck.
shall suffer for the sins of the one.
That's a run. Ah. Nope, 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 nope. No, but he triggered the golden rule. Woo. Ooh, I remember seeing something. I wonder if this statue can move. It can! There's a door there. And I want to see what's in it. I'm trying to coax this fucker. Ouch! Ouch! Come on, you motherfuckers! Haha! Ow! Woo! Oh! 4,000? Shit! So the statues come to life, shoot their arrow, and their arrows turn people into gold. Oh, there's the magistrate. Yep. And that is the end of the first time loop. Yep.